Hi, I'm Kristen McKinney Baggett with Yoga Day Nonprofit here in San Antonio, Texas. We work with children and the people who serve them through schools, libraries, hospitals, and other nonprofits. If you'd like to find out more about us, you can visit our website, yogadayus.com, or follow us on social media. This session is going to introduce yoga and movement that we can do in our chair to focus on our hips and our lower back, which are really important. The way we're going to start with a few postures, but before we start, let's slow things down. So make your feet about hip width distance apart, hands on your knees, roll your shoulders down and back. The majority of our day is spent with our attention and our awareness focused outward, which is fine. But it's nice to take a few moments to bring our attention and our awareness inward. Deepen your breath. Notice how good it feels to take a full, deep breath, filling up your entire torso, and then exhaling it out completely. Become aware of your shoulders and your neck, how they feel. Become aware of your hips, your hands against your knees, and how your feet even feel on the floor. As we move through these postures, try to keep that same awareness as to what you're doing. We're going to start with a seated cat and cow, which is really great for the mobility and flexibility of your lower back. Starting just like we are with our feet hip width distance apart, hands firmly planted on our knees. We're going to inhale as we look up toward the ceiling, pull the shoulders down and arch the back as much as you can. And then as you exhale, press your hands into your knees, look in at your belly, tuck your chin in and round your back. Inhale, belly down, chin up, chest up, shoulders down. And exhale, draw in. Pull your belly button in toward your spine. Press the hands into the knees. Inhale, chin up, chest up, shoulders down. Arch your back. And exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Look in at your belly. Spread your shoulder blades apart. And come to through a neutral spine, which means you're stretching up out of your waist. Your belly is slightly engaged. We're going to now do a seated half moon with a twist. You can start with your feet either hip width distance apart or together, whichever one feels better for you. Take a big full breath in, stretch your arms up, grab your wrist with your hand and pull your arm up and over. Feel stretch through your torso, keep your chin up and your chest up, maybe even moving up through the arm. Move with your breath. So as you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, pull. Then please take your hand over either your knee or grab the armrest. Grab the chair back behind you. Inhale, pull up out of your waist, draw your belly in. Exhale, look over your shoulder and twist. Twists are great. They engage the abdominal wall. They create mobility through the lower back and the spine. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn and twist. They're also detoxifying for your body. Come back through to center. Inhale, arms up over your head. Grab your wrist with your hand and pull your arm up and over to the side, keeping your chin up, your chest up, your gaze up toward the ceiling. Pull your arm up and over. And then we twist, hand either to your chair rail or to your knee. Reach back, grab the chair behind you. Inhale, pull up out of your waist. Exhale, look over your shoulder, twist. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, turn and twist. Untwist. Come back through to center. In the previous session, we worked on core strength. We worked on the strength of our hip flexors. They're very important, responsible for bringing our knees up into our chest. It's also important not only to keep them strong, but to keep them flexible. Here's a way that you can stretch them sitting in your chair. Come forward into your chair just slightly. Tilt your leg to the side. Keep this foot firmly planted on the ground, but take this front leg, stretch it all the way back behind you. Balancing on your toes, your heel is up off of the floor. Push that hip down and forward. You're hopefully going to feel a stretch through the front of the hip. Anytime you're trying to stretch one muscle group, it's a good idea to engage the opposing. So in this case, it's your glutes. So squeeze the booty and push the hip down and forward. Holding onto the chair for stability, then you are welcome to take your arm up and over and pull it back behind you. So you'll feel a stretch hopefully through the thigh, hip, and maybe even to your upper body. Take a breath in, stretch up. Exhale, pull. Other side. Come forward, bring your knees to the opposite side. Take that front leg, stretch it all the way back behind you, balancing on your toes. Sorry about the helicopter. Heel is off the floor. Hold onto the chair for stability. Squeeze that glute, push it down and forward. And then if and when you're ready, same arm, same leg, pull it back behind you. Moving with your breath, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull your arm back behind you. And come on back through to center. And we'll finish with my favorite stretch, force stretch. You're going to have both feet firmly planted on the ground and then lift one ankle on top of your knee. If you have tight hips, your knee might come way up. That is absolutely okay. You work with what you've got. However, if you ever feel a pull inside your knee, back off of this posture. Be gentle with yourself and to your body. If it feels okay, keep the foot flexed and you're trying to gently guide that knee down. You're going to feel a big stretch through this outer hip. Most of us sit like this on a regular basis. You're just doing it now with intention, and that intention is stretching the outer hip, lower back. Keeping the spine nice and tall, pull up out of your waist, and then if it feels okay, you gently fold over your leg, and you'll feel, if you're like me, a huge stretch in the lower back. You go only as far as your body allows. So listen to how your hips feel, how your lower back feels. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, maybe you fold a little bit more. Come on back through to center, and we'll switch sides. Bring the heel up onto the ankle, flex the foot. You also might notice that one side is different than the other. We all have balances. That's why it's important to do the postures on both sides. Flex the foot, gently guide the knee away from you. You are welcome to stay here, especially if your knee is creeping way up. Either way, try to keep your spine nice and long, belly engaged, and at your own pace, listening to your body, you fold over that leg. Take a breath in. When you breathe in, think about pulling your chest forward. When you breathe out, gently fold. And slowly release. We'll end with a breathing exercise that I call Lenin breath. Lenin breath is actually named after a little boy named Lenin. About 7 years ago, I taught his class in school, and he was in 5th grade at the time, and he made up this breathing exercise, and he showed the class one day, and it was such a good breathing exercise. We named it after him, and we used it every day that year, and it's 7 years later, and I'm still using his breath. So the way you're going to do it is you're going to sit up nice and tall, hands on your knees, roll your shoulders down and back, breathe in and raise your arms up, flip your palms over, and breathe out. It feels good to close your eyes with this too, so feel free to do so. Flip your palms over, breathe in. Flip over, breathe out. Flip your palms over, breathe in. Flip your palms over, breathe out. Thank you for joining me with this in this session, focusing on your hips and your lower back. I hope you learned some stuff and take with you and use throughout your days. And again, thank you so much for your attention.